Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. That's a nicely measured pass. Ruben Dias cuts it out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Caught offside that time. And he's been shifted off it. Interesting ball. David Villa. Rivaldo! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Johor Darul Tazim with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Conte. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Fernando Torres. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cross goes in there. Decent hit! It's anyone's ball now. And he's quick to snatch it back. Roberto Carlos. Kante cuts out the pass. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. They're back in possession and ready to go again. David Villa. Luis Garcia. Pass is just off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Torres. Pires. Now it's Roberto Carlos. It's Pires! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Opts to play it back. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Pires. Zico. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that was vital. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome. Cantona! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's been picked out. Well read. And the danger is averted. Messi. Luis Garcia. David Villa.
Rivaldo really added the width there.
There's the shot! It's there! Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will...
Can he finish? It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Fernando Torres really showed...
Great hit! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught napping! Zico. Cantona. Passes coming off in quick succession here. David Villa. David Villa! He's got a goal! Into the lead once more.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
Johor Darul Tazim go into the lead.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
5 minutes till the break. Messi. Perez. Aims beyond the defence. And the finish! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Johor Darul Tazim are looking to go forward now. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Been indicated.
Back into the middle. Zico. Nicely weighted ball. And he's managed to get free. Great chance! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. And we hit half-time.
Johor Darul Tazim are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And we are back on the way. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Gets his pass away. Messi. Luis Garcia. Cafu. It's Luis Garcia! Decent hit and on target. Rivaldo. And he cuts out the supply. That's a nicely measured pass. Face to face with the keeper. And the shot! Messi. Luis Garcia. He's looking wide. Endrick purring through the gears. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Messi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Fiddles it through. Played back in. Endrick. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Looking for the run. David Villa. Can he put it away? In he goes again. Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? David Villa duly reaps his reward. Kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability.
Shot a goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Koundé. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Short changes him with that pass. Has a look and plays it forward. Endrick. That is good alertness.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
David Villa. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Oh, super ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Messi. Big chop, there's the hit! Oh, brilliant save.
Johor Darul Tazim were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
And now they can spring out of defence. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
So, what can they make of this? Can he get it through? That is a great pick out. David Villa is flagged offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 15.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Messi. Number 11.
He's not got that quite right.
Coming on the field. Number 9. Mbappe. Number 24. Lautaro Martinez. Number 22.
He's looking to set free a runner. Rodri. Passes short and sharp. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And that is Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in! It could be a lifeline! Two more needed!
After 85
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Number 14.
Portugal give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout.
Roberto Carlos.
Looking for the runner. David Villa. There's no flag. Hits one! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Substitution on the field. Number
So,
24.
third quarter of the game.
Lautaro Martinez. Coming on to replace him is
They've played it short.
number 17, Rudiger. Substitution.
That is a brilliant interception. Neymar. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Stood up well to him there.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. No, that's been intercepted. Ferran Torres. It's Ribéry. David Villa. Now it's Odegaard. That has been cut short. And he's intervened well there. And there goes the final whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. David Villa collecting the match ball, and it is his. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Perez. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passing is crisp and sharp. David Villa.
It's always nice to see the silky smooth skills of Robert Pires.
Can he finish?
Oh, that wasn't far away.
Oh, the contact was as crisp as it comes. The direction was the issue.
Cafu. Endrick. Now it's Perez. Perez! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, a breakthrough already.
David Villa. He's found a way past.
Rivaldo.
Rivaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That is a brilliant interception. Luis Garcia. And it's Messi. Now it's Perez. He's shifting through the gears here. And Messi! Oh, good-looking ball. Gets his pass away.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Oh, what has happened here? Great hit! Pass somewhat off target. And he has been fouled there. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Fernando Torres. Perez. He's cut it out. Zico. Now it's Messi. And the counter is on. He's through and all alone! Oh, that was vital. And he's heaved it away. Conte. Now then, the ball's come loose. Rivaldo. Oh, that's a key interception. Fernando Torres.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Cafu. Luis Garcia. Here's Rodri. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Now it's Messi. And he's running through. Messi! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Luis Garcia. Chance to shoot now. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Out to the right. He's looking to set free a runner. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Could move up a gear here. Fiddles it through. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Luis Garcia. And he's been shifted off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Johor Darul Tazim truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Looking tidy in possession here. And he's quick to snatch it back. Nicely weighted ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Some resolute defending there. Cafu. Luis Garcia. That's a lovely, neat pass.
There will
Perez
be 1 minute
has found the
added
net
time.
here, of course. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Looking for the run. Oh, such a clever touch. And the first 45 minutes are up. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Johor Darul Tazim really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That has been slung wide. Perez! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Ah, that's an excellent try, and once he picked it up, he headed forward with real intent.
And it's Perez. It's Perez! Johor Darul Tazim have the chance to go the other way. Conte. And it's Messi. Ah, it's a sweet ball, that. Messi gets flagged offside. Messi. Oh, well played, well played. Luis Garcia. And the ball. Can he put it away? No mistake. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim off.
Quickly taken. Cafu. Fernando Torres. Portugal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the
The
time.
attendance for this match
Well,
was
it's signalling to the opposition that they're
71,649.
setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That has not gone well. A slightly better ball. There could be trouble here. And here's Torres. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Cantona. Perez. Messi. That's a good ball out wide. Endrick. Interesting ball. Can he latch on to this? Oh, what a climb! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Rodri. Cafu. Portugal finding their passes. Rodri calmly anticipates. Roberto Carlos. Zico. And he's had a hit! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Cafu. Ball played for Mendieta. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cannavaro. And it's Zico. Costa Curta. Aims beyond the defence. That is good alertness. Koundé. Johor Darul Tazim looking to pass their way through. Messi. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that tries a shot! Goal! Portugal! Into the lead once more!
For Portugal.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Number 16. Substitutions taking
Well, this
place.
is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, this is fully deserved for me because they've shown great heart and spirit. It's there to win from here, or dare I say, throw it away.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red.
Substitution
Portugal
on the field.
are down to 10 men.
Number 11, Rivaldo. Number 21, coming on the field. Number 22, Erdegaard. Number 24, Lautaro Martinez. Substitution.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. This looks very much like a shoring up of the rear guard.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
Can he get it through? No, that's been intercepted. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Nicely aimed pass.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Martinez. Portugal can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Neymar. And it's Roberto Carlos. Gets his pass away. And Neymar. And the pass is intercepted.
Portugal probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Has a shot! 4 extra minutes added on. Endrick. Portugal finding their passes. And here's Zico. Here comes the cross. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. So that's it. It is all over. Johor Darul Tazim can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match
and
that will
welcome to
really get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
He could be in here.
He's had a shot! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. It's a really well-measured ball. That's an excellent interception.
Well, they can break here.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Johor Darul Tazim clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Perez. Johor Darul Tazim making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
Well, this is all down to a big team commitment to exercise a measure of control, and it's working.
Hits one! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Luis Garcia. It's a throw-in. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Played out towards the right wing. Cafu, aim forwards. And it's Fernando Torres. Just eases him off the ball. Zico. Now it's Neymar. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Gives it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Messi. Luis Garcia. Messi. Messi looks for the finish. That was mighty close. No, that was never going to make it. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Messi. Neymar. Perez. And it's Fernando Torres. Oh, this looks sharp. Zico. Oh, facing up to his adversary. Oh, and the finish! David Villa! They've done it! Two up and threatening to pull clear. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Johor Darul Tazim are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
David Villa. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Neymar is offering a wry smile there.
Johor Darul Tazim with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Johor Darul Tazim awarded another corner. Johor Darul Tazim have their second corner now. Zico with the short one. Now the finish! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Costa Curta has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Looking for options for movement. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Messi. Luis Garcia. That is a brilliant interception. Messi. Looking for the runner. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Messi. Oh, good ball. Shots on here. Zico. And Neymar. Now it's Messi. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Torres. And he's in on goal. Well read, and the danger is averted. Oh, that's well spotted. And that's a superb shot at goal! Sticks it away! A goal at a really telling moment. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Fernando Torres demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Portugal get them... And the shot! They've scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it. And it's half-time here. And it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. So we're just settling back into this second half. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Rodri. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
David Villa. Nicely weighted ball. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
He's through here. Messi. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Now it's Neymar. Tries a shot! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Koundé. Fiddles it through. And the shot! It's there! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
This has become one superb game of football.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Schmeichel clears.
Substitution.
Has a look and plays it forward. Ruben Dias cuts it out. Endrick. That has been cut short. And it's Zico. Good spot. Big chance! Mendieta. Portugal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Perez. Endrick. He's a sharp little ball here. Threads one in. Can he finish? Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete.
Portugal.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And very quickly the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Portugal take the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Rivaldo. Number 18, Conte. Coming on the field, number 22.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
That's been cut out, well played. Bernardo Silva. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. And he was quick to react. Endrick. Oh, good ball. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Looking for the run. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Substitution on the field. Number 23, Neymar. Number 10, Messi. Coming on the
And
field.
that is expertly dealt with.
24,
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures.
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Endrick does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Great hit! Oh, surely that deserved better.
This is turning into a repeat offenders affair. The keepers won't be complaining, though.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Can he get it through? Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Martinez puts his foot on the gas. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Now it's Haaland. Ruben Dias gets across to intercept that. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Here's Cantona! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
And that is that. Johor Darul Tazim can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Roberto Carlos. And here's Messi. Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Oh, easy pickings there. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, shooting chance! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Looks a good ball through.
Might want to be careful there.
Baresi has given away a free kick.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
And that is quite wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback. And this is...
Tries a shot! He has done it! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. That has not gone well. That has been slung wide. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position. He's gone for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Baresi gets over and intercepts. Rodri. And it's Fernando Torres. And it's Perez. Looking for options for movement. And the finish! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Endrick is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Messi has set up one goal so far. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Fernando Torres really needed to concentrate on protecting the...
He's through and all alone! And the shot! It's a goal! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Johor Darul Tazim take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, this position ought to convince them to...
He's got the shot away! Goal! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Portugal get themselves back into contention. I think he's had a shot! They've done it! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
We have ourselves a... shapes to shoot! And again! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Moved on forwards. Luis Garcia. Gently done. Perez. And the half-time whistle goes. Johor Darul Tazim come out of a half that has been quite extraordinary on many counts. High scoring, truly exciting, but neither side able to hold a lead.
Quick reminder today that parking
No,
in the
well,
area
the
around
pickings
stadium is
certainly
strictly
have been
forbidden.
rich in this first
Please
half.
use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
Second period then underway. Baresi makes the interception. It's a really well-measured ball. Portugal finding their passes. Rivaldo. Messi. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Johor Darul Tazim clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Koundé. And it's Zico. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he welcomes it in. There's the shot! Rivaldo. David Villa has found the net here, of course. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating.
And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Villa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He gets big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Cantona certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Luis Garcia. Endrick. Luis Garcia.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's found a way past. Endrick proves just a little bit too strong.
The attendance
That's headed
for this
upfield.
match was 70,987.
Messi. Some really good ball movement. There's the hit! Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Fernando Torres. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a sharp pass.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Johor Darul Tazim are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Substitutions taking place.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Now it's Haaland. Endrick. Conte. Oh, good-looking ball. He could be in here, and the shot's on here. Big chance! He's got a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Cannavaro with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Conte. Coming on to replace him is number 16, Rodri. Substitution on the
Cannavaro
field.
has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Rivaldo.
Well, if he truly
Coming on the
fancies his
field
chances from
is
here, he's going to need the
number
best of the best.
22, Ødegaard.
That is definitely not his best.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
David Villa. It's out for a goal kick.
Substitution on the field, number 14. Coming on to replace him is number 8, Roberto Carlos.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Short changes him with that pass. Well, they've got it again. Now it's Rodrigo. Now it's Haaland. Ribery. Well, no joy this time. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always...
Shot at goal! Goal! Portugal! Into the lead once more.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Portugal take the lead.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
Great position here. Can he put it away? Really well taken goal. We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard...
Zico! That was travelling. Mendieta. It's Bernardo Silva. And it's Ribery.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now it's Paih. Oh, there's a probing ball. Zico. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And here's Neymar, has a shot! Bernardo Silva.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nicely spread. And time is up. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and...
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Luis Garcia has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Rivaldo, it's Rivaldo!
It's a privilege to see the defensive great that is Franco Baresi.
Absolutely.
A marvellous tactical brain married to good pace and a technical ease.
Now it's Luis Garcia. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Conte. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. That's really well manoeuvred. Thinks one through. That's a shade optimistic. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Pires. Fernando Torres. Torres! Messi. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Luis Garcia. Fernando Torres. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Rivaldo. Messi. David Villa. Looking for the run. Rivaldo. David Villa. Oh, it's come loose. Cafu. Luis Garcia. Endrick. Ruben Diaz. Looking for the runner. Played into space out wide. And that's an errant pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Johor Darul Tazim clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And the pass is intercepted. Half an hour played now. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Endrick. Messi. And it's Pires. Fernando Torres. Oh, well played. And Messi! That was mighty close. Baresi. Luis Garcia. Endrick. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Zico. And here's Torres.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Now the finish! It's a goal kick. And it's Messi. Pires. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Looking tidy in possession here. Fernando Torres. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And they're back on the ball again. Costa Curta. Rivaldo. Can he get it through?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He won't be happy with that one. And that's a good ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Messi. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are back on the way. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Rodri pinches it off him. Interesting ball. Baresi. And it's Fernando Torres. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And the keeper's got it again. Oblak punts it upfield. Perez. Fernando Torres. He's found a way through. Big chance! There it is!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden...
Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Johor Tazim with the corner, there first. Oh, smashing header! Torres tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He could be in here. Now it's Torres. Oh, that's fabulous. Backward it goes. Played out wide. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Torres! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Fernando Torres really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's got the shot away! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Johor Tazim grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Substitution.
Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Perez.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Nice sequence of passes, this. And he's in on goal. That's a lovely, neat pass. Ribery unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looking to set free a runner. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And he's intervened well there. Gaitska Mendieta. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up.
Could be danger here. He's away. Ribery.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Quality ball. a look and plays it forward. Well, we expected better, and so did he.
3 minutes added time.
Short changes him with that pass. There's the shot! Endrick is flagged offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Johor Darul Tazim can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Number 3, Jules Koundé. Number 18, Conte.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
Number 22,
Shifted upfield.
Vertigo.
Oh, easy
Number
pickings
8,
there.
Roberto Carlos. Number 19,
It's a good ball out wide.
Alexander
Fernando
Arnold.
Torres.
Number 16.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Fernando Torres is a name that jumps out. At his absolute best, he's unplayable. That love of running behind defensive lines has always been his forte, and with the right service, he could absolutely thrive here.
I think the opposition defence agreed too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Perez. Messi opts to play it back. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Mbappe! Goal! Portugal! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious,
and all but unstoppable.
So there's the shot! It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Portugal clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And now he has two. Portugal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Rivaldo.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Luis Garcia. Torres proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He might be in here. Shot a goal. It's in. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Johor Darul Tazim get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Now it's Torres. Pires. Some really good ball movement. Now it's Luis Garcia. It's Pires! Rivaldo.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
David Villa. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well read, nice interception. Rivaldo. Quality ball. He's through here. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And it's Pires. That's a little off target. Johor Darul Tazim are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Roberto Carlos. That could and the finish! He has done it! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Portugal go two up and into a position of real strength.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe puts his foot on the gas. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. And we're off again.
Look, before they might get too...
Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Torres. Mbappe. That has been slung wide. Zico. And Rivaldo. Mbappe. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Looking for options for movement. Has a look and plays it forward. Just the goalkeeper to beat.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement. Johor Darul Tazim making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
He's had it taken off him. Aims beyond the defence. He's not got that quite right.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Threads one in. Great ball, and he's in here. And the shot! That's really well manoeuvred. Conte. And that's a good ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Cannavaro. And here's Rodrigo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Luis Garcia.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
No, that's been intercepted. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's fabulous. Roberto Carlos. Zico. Nicely aimed pass. And the counter is on. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Johor Darul Tazim clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
Both sides
Rodrigo.
then taking this chance to turn
Coming
to their
on the
benches.
field is number 9. Mbappe.
Johor Darul Tazim do
Substitution in
have
progress.
options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's cut it out. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Torres. David Villa. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Great hit! Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Ribéry, Portugal finding their passes. Rivaldo, and he cuts out the supply. Oh, they can break here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, perfectly measured that. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Fernando Torres. Rivaldo. Now Mbappe. Looking for the runner. That's very neat. He's a sharp... Great chance! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, that's a real shame because it could have led to a real momentum shift.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Johor Darul Tazim with the corner. They're
Number
first.
14. Number 18.
Zico
Conte.
gets into some space.
Coming on the field.
Koundé.
Number 22.
Odegaard.
Number 8.
Oh, important interception. Mbappe.
Number 16.
Perez.
Rodri.
Who does have an assist to his
Substitutions
name.
taking place.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Mbappe. Ribéry. And the shot's on here. Now it's Perez. That's an excellent interception.
There will be 1 minute
Zico.
added time.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Costa Curta with a definite foul there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And it's Zico. Now that looks a decent ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that